Centaur's Worries is about an alternative world populated by non-humans, centaurs, satyrs, devils, angels, what have you, though they refer to themselves as humans, so bear with me on that. All humans live together, go to school, and work together, etc. They tried throwing together a scientific explanation for how such a world came to be, suggesting that natural selection favored 6 limbs over 4. So all humans came out with 2 extra limbs than us, to which I asked, how high are you? Wikipedia and I disagree with you on what constitutes a limb. Their little society works something like this. If you treat another human in a way that is socially viewed as demeaning to that person's species, such as trying to ride a centaur or using sonic spines as a toothpick, you are sent to a correctional facility, the nature of which isn't elaborated upon at all, so I pretend it's Guantanamo Bay. The premise was far more interesting than the protagonist, really. Hime is a teenage centaur dealing with an ordinary high school life and problems a centaur would typically have. Wants to be a doctor when she grows up. And I'm reasonably sure she's a closet lesbian. And that's as far as her character development went before the series went back to adding details including the perspective of most cultures and subcultures they created. For example, most land-walking humans don't think much of this guy, but the mermaids thought he was hot stuff. The series keeps adding such details without doing anything else, and I almost gave up on it until they introduced Snake Girl, and then that was the best part. Imagine your teacher introducing a talking velociraptor as the new student, and you, your classmates, your teacher, and the velociraptor herself are all trying to pretend this is an everyday occurrence. And then to help explain to the velociraptor why you and some of the others might be troubled by her, y'all watch Jurassic Park together. That's how that went. But this fascination was short-lived, and the series went back to developing its details. They even explained how a centaur uses a normal toilet, something I did not ask to know, I did not want to know this. Monster Museum may have asked how a lamia uses the toilet, but at least they had the decency not to answer the question. Now, the plot starts somewhere near the end of episode 8. The mermaid's deity came to life, but was revealed to the viewer to be a fake and the snake people were behind it. Then they throw in a frog, and he's very important to the humans, but his family secretly wants to wage war on the humans. A guy we have no knowledge of took half an episode to have a World War II flashback and a couple characters went on dates, and then the series ends with an arm wrestling contest. I was revisiting the idea that the series might be high as a kite when I decided to look at it from another angle. Maybe it's not about the characters and story, but maybe the point was those details it loved so much. It built a world that strives to understand and accommodate all body types. This perspective gives some logic to the anti-mammal frogs and the World War II flashback. The series is taking an abstract way of saying we can all come together as one no matter how different we are, but there will always be a group against that. In fact, the episode where there are characters discussing abstract art might have even been our hint they're trying to do something abstract. Problem is, it's dull. Details that are meant to be fascinating can only carry you so far. I think it's a shame this series came out bad. My country could use a story of coming to understand one another right about now. If you want this message to reach more people, you could at least fix your demographic. You made it clear you're trying to attract xenophiles and guys who just want to watch girls kiss, but trust me, these groups aren't dwelling on world peace.